game about an earthworm battling wicked crows, or Neo saving the Matrix from the evil agents in business suits. Shiny Entertainment has done it all. This is their story.
They've made some of the quirkiest, the hardest, the hottest games of all time. Shiny Entertainment. It all started in Northern Ireland, where an aspiring pilot and self-professed junior high geek named Dave spent his days crouched over a computer, writing his own games.
Absolutely nobody thought this was a good idea. They all thought this was just unbelievably nerdy and boring, and so it's like, when are you going to come out and play, man?
But in 1991, Dave's games made their way to the States and raised the eyebrows of Richard Branson and his Virgin Games.
I get this phone call. Will you come to America? We have a deal with McDonald's right now, and we need a McDonald's game really fast.
Perry and a handful of other programmers frantically fry up global gladiators to lead the fast food giant's first game-based environmental campaign. He was immediately summoned back into action.
Virgin's offices suddenly freaks out because there's an emergency. The Aladdin game needs to be done, and we have 100 days to do it. Ultimately, the game made over $100 million. And that's when I kind of went, maybe I should start my own company.
The 1st of October, 1993. Perry assembled a small team of friends. First goal, finding a name.
The name Shiny Entertainment, there's all kinds of speculation about where that name came from.
You know, I wish I could give you a definite answer to that.
We couldn't come up with a name, so we ended up naming it after the song Shiny Happy People, because it happened to be on the radio at the time. I've never really been very good at naming anything, quite frankly.
Newly named Shiny was ready for its first project. A gamble on a strange little slimy dude in a cybernetic suit. Their bizarre new creation, Earthworm Jim. He was an overnight sensation.
I think that if I really was to analyze the whole thing, why did it work? The answer was the humor. It was just funny. It was strange. It was wacky. It was in the days of Ren and Stimpy, and so the world liked that kind of stuff at that time. Just zany, wacky, making funny noises. He does all the classic gags.
Earthworm Jim put Shiny on the map, winning numerous Game of the Year awards and countless rave reviews. 1995, the company put together a sequel. As expected, Earthworm Jim 2 was yet another hit. However, a new foe was on the horizon, 3D.
3D showed up, and suddenly everyone had to put their pencils down. The future is not pencils. All that talent and skill and technology that we'd amassed to that day, and the engine, useless.
Shiny regrouped and introduced its new 3D hero, a janitor in a high-tech suit who becomes an unstoppable killing machine. Odd? Yep. Popular? Absolutely.
MDK was very popular because it was more serious than Earthworm Jim, but it had a weird sci-fi kind of feel to it, so it established Shiny as being a company that was always coming out with something that people hadn't seen before.
Shiny followed MDK with two classic PC games, Messiah and Sacrifice. Both brought mixed reviews but would stand as cult faves. Afterwards, out of nowhere, Shiny got the offer of a lifetime in 2002. Enter the Matrix, a game designer's ultimate dream and challenge.
It might have been the most expensive game ever made. It was somewhere around 40 million.
We didn't have a whole lot of time to make that game. We knew that if we didn't deliver on time, on the same date as the film, we were in big, big trouble.
The game shipped more than 5 million units and, of course, called for a sequel, Matrix Path of Neo, in 2005. Then, the following year, Dave Perry, the man who started it all, left to launch his own company, Game Investors. October 2006, Foundation 9 acquired Shiny Entertainment. Dave was gone. Still, they began work on their next game, an adaptation of New Line Cinema's $200 million film epic, The Golden Compass. The action-adventure saga is expected to stretch across all platforms in shining fashion.
Now, we're in a lot of discussions about a number of titles that will be all extremely fun and exciting to work on, and we can't wait to see how that plays out.
For Dave Perry, Shiny was one of the best chapters of his life, one with many more pages to be written.
When I started off, I thought I was going to be a pilot. That's what I wanted to be. My mother wanted me to be a dentist. I had no idea that I was going to be ending up in the video game business. Overall, compared to being a pilot, I'll take this every day.